Makeup tips for men. How to apply eye makeup.
Hello and welcome to Video Jug. I'm Jo Reed at Blush and this is my model Jack. I'm going to show you how to enhance your eyes using several different products. An under eye concealer with light reflecting properties, a bit of foundation on your eyelid just to even out the skin tone, an eyeshadow in a very fine line at the base of your lashes, and a bit of mascara just to finish it off. So using your light reflecting concealer. Now this has got light reflecting properties in it, so when you try it on the back of your hand, it really brightens that area and makes it look really luminous. Most of them come in this twisty tube. And we're going to apply this to the darkest areas, so starting in the corner of the eye here, working down into the socket, and right up to the very outer corner here where we all have a little bit of redness, and then up to the lash line. Now you can use your finger to blend this. I'm going to use a concealer brush, which is a man-made fibre with a very straight edge, so you can wash it really easily if it's a man-made fibre. And I'm just going to start blending towards the nose, up towards the eyebrow, and then start taking this down and out towards the edges of the face. You want to keep going with this until it completely disappears and just lifts the area, makes it look as if you've had an infusion of light thrown onto the area. So this really helps if you've had a late night, or if you're looking particularly tired, or even if you've just got dark, deep set eyes like Jack here. Deep set eyes tend to have quite a bit of darkness around them, and this really helps just lift the area. Don't go too light because you'll just look like a panda. You want to keep this looking really natural. One application is normally enough. Now I'm going to take a tiny bit of foundation, just as a guide for you when you're choosing your foundation, to work out which one you should be getting. If you burn really easily in the sun, you're probably a pink-based skin tone. If you tan, even if it's tanning eventually, you're probably a yellow-based skin tone, and you should be going for those foundations. So here I'm using a spray foundation, which is really nice and light. You don't have to use a spray foundation, as long as it's fairly light. And just to find out whether it's the right foundation for you, if you just try it on an area of the face first of all and blend into the skin, if it disappears really easily, then that's the right colour for you. And I'm going to be using a concealer brush to apply this right to the very base of the lashes, up to the eye socket. Now all we're doing here is just evening out the skin tone, and because it's the right colour foundation, it actually won't look like you've got anything on, but it will really brighten the eye. Now this is quite a damp foundation, as most foundations are, so you're going to need to use a tiny bit of translucent powder just to set it and keep it in place. But now we can't see any blueness or redness coming through. That's now just completely evened it out. So using a tiny bit of translucent powder, I'm just going to set that. And you know when it's set because you can just run your finger over the top and it feels really silky and not sticky, and that's what you want to achieve. So right to the base of the lashes, you don't want to see any skin coming through. It's really important that you do go right to the base of the lashes, up to the eyebrow, and use your finger to blend. So now we've got completely even skin around the eye area. Now what I'm going to do is I want to really enhance the shape of Jack's eye here, so I'm going to use an eyeliner very gently along the base of the lashes. Now the subtlest way to do this is to use an eyeshadow with a bit of water, and I'm going to use a mid-brown because of Jack's hair colour. If you were very blonde, you would use an extremely light brown, almost a creamy colour along the base of the lashes, and if you have black hair you can go much darker to sort of ebony brown, but you basically just want to really enhance the lashes themselves, which is going to enhance the shape of your eye. A little bit of water sprayed onto this eyeshadow will create a great natural liner, and the thinnest brush you can find to create a very thin line. Just mix this product up until you can literally make an ink with it and draw on the back of your hand. I'm going to stretch the skin so I've got a really nice smooth surface, and I'm just going to draw a line along the very base of the lashes here. This is great if you've got very fair lashes because it really gives the appearance of there being more lashes, almost filling in the gaps. Now what I'm going to do here is, you can see that, so I'm just going to use a blending brush, which is a very, very thin brush, the size of my little finger, and I'm just going to really soften that so you can barely see it. And just take it out a little bit, just to give yourself a little bit of width. So lift up your eyebrow. You may find it easier to stretch the eye across, and now I'm just going to take this along the very base of the lashes here. And you really do want to draw this on the base of your lashes. Don't even attempt to draw a line on your eyelid, because you'll find it looks far, far too heavy. That's really just given a very subtle line to the top of the lid. Now lastly, I'm going to apply some mascara. When it comes to mascaras, there's so many to choose from, but for men you really want to go as subtle as possible. This is a glossy mascara, which is really, really light. It's a brown black because I think Jack can get away with it, but if you're worried about it looking too obvious, just use a brown. Wipe the wand so there's hardly any on here, and dab the end, because that's where you'll find you get lots of clumps. I'm just actually going to apply this to the outer corner here. I'm not going to go all the way across because I don't want them to look really fake, but I just want to enhance the shape of your eye. So just right at the base of the lashes, wiggle, go over the very edges, and there we go. Really just enhancing that shape there. Don't attempt to do the bottom ones because that's just going to make you look too pretty boy. Just keep it to the very outer edges of the top, just to really enhance the shape of your eye. I think that's enough. I don't think we should do any more than that.